whether you're at a 10-year or a 20-year term. Let's think about this for a second, guys. How many students, when they graduate, their student loans after that 6-month deferment period are automatically put into a 10-year term on student loans? And some people don't even know that. So they're graduating and they get a letter from the student loan company and it says, hey, your minimum payment is $1,000 a month. And they end up living with mom and dad because they can't afford to move out and they can't save and they're stressed out, and it's really a panic that ends up taking over their lives. Well, what if they just changed it to a 20-year term? In that example, that $1,000 payment might drop to $550 or something like that. If that person kept wanting to pay $1,000 a month, could they? Yes. And then take that extra $450, and this is really important here, and not just spend it, but save it. So on the day that they would have made a $1,000 payment, instead they're doing two things. They're paying $550, and then they're transferring $450 to a savings account. Maybe one like Ally Bank, that we're big fans of here on the Money Pro Tour, where they're currently paying 2.2%. We've been customers with them for almost a decade. And let me ask you this. If at the end of that 1 year that the person was only paying $550 instead of the $1,000, at the end of that 1 year, if they saved that $450 every month, they would have $5,400 at the end of the year in that savings account, plus interest. If they wanted to take that money and pay it directly to the student loan at that time, could they? Yeah. If they wanted to only pay an extra $1,000, could they? Yeah. If they want to just keep going and then at the 10-year mark, make an asset shift and take money from the bank and pay off what's left, could they still be student debt free after 10 years or sooner if they want to? Yes. See, the whole thing about cash flow is realizing that if you go from a $1,000 payment per month and you find a way to lower it down to $550, like in the example we were talking about, you've got to make sure that the other $450 does not get spent. It must get saved. And that's what we teach people how to do, how to be disciplined and organized with their cash flow, with their bank account system, because most Americans will just end up spending that extra $450. And in that way, Dave Ramsey ends up helping folks get out of debt and thinking that that's just going to be enough. Hey, pay off all your debt, throw everything at your debt, live on rice and beans, don't focus on asset building until your debt is totally paid off. The challenge there is that it doesn't teach folks how to be disciplined in saving and managing their cash flow. And that's a skill